May 16th, year 2167. The world is officially over. We're talking total server wipe. Demons have conquered every inch of territory, turning Earth into a literal hellscape of fire and ruin. In the middle of this apocalypse stands Sai Chen. They call him humanity's last hope. But looking at him now, yeah, hope is on life support. Towering over him is the demon king manhwa, a jagged nightmare of armor and power, calling the human race trash and getting ready to turn Sai Chen into a snack. The demon king raises a massive claw to finish the job, but Sai Chen isn't going out sad. Memories of his slaughtered friends and family flood his mind, and that grief turns into pure, unadulterated rage. He burns every ounce of life force he has left to pop his SSS ultimate skill, Terminus Arc. A massive golden nuke of lightning engulfs the battlefield, catching the Demon King completely off guard. It works, but the price tag is his life. Sai Chen's body starts cracking like cheap porcelain. As he fades into the void, he sees a vision of his parents, and the regret hits harder than the pain. He thinks if he'd just been stronger, if he'd stopped the first Demon King. Wrath. Back when the gates first opened, none of this would have happened. Then, the lights go out. Snap. Eyes open. Cold sweat. He sits up, checking his hands. He is not dead. He is not even scratched. He walks to the window, and instead of hellfire, he sees a sunny college campus. The sign opposite reads, School Infirmary. He checks the holographic calendar, May 16th, 2157. My guy just respawned exactly 10 years in the past. A system window pops up. Power of gluttony integration complete. He connects the dots instantly. He is back at the National Awakener University, 3 years before the apocalypse kicks off. This isn't a dream, it is a run back. If he kills Wrath before the gates open, he can rewrite history. He checks his stats, strength, speed, stamina. Everything is sitting at a perfect 100. Back in the day, he was an NPC-level scrub who got bullied daily, but now, he is holding a winning lottery ticket. He swipes to his class card and sees a new one vibrating with dark energy. He initiates the switch, and golden lightning nearly blows the roof off. Suddenly, the door slides open. It is Ma Long, his old roommate. In the original timeline, this guy dies tragically 3 days into the invasion. Seeing him alive hits Sai Chen right in the feels, but Ma Long, completely clueless, just drags him out of bed, reminding him about tomorrow's graduation rank test. Stepping outside, the vibe is shockingly normal. Students playing ball, chilling. Sai Chen is staring like a tourist because he hasn't seen this many living people in years. But he knows the clock is ticking. To stop the end of the world, he needs to power. Level fast. His planning gets cut short when a soccer ball smashes right into Mei Long's face. Cue the obnoxious laughter from the bleachers. It is the local bully squad, looking down on them like they own the place. The leader mocks them for recovering so fast from yesterday's beatdown, and poor Ma Long goes into full panic mode, bowing and apologizing to avoid another round. He tries to run and buy them drinks as tribute, but Sai Chen grabs his arm. He is done playing the victim. You aren't the one at fault, Sai Chen says, his voice dropping to a menacing octave. His eyes flare a deep, dangerous crimson as he stares down the jocks. The ones who should be saying sorry are them. Oh yeah, someone's about to find out. The leader, Gong Cheng, lounges back with a smug grin. But for Sai Chen, seeing this guy triggers a dark core memory. He remembers the original timeline, being dragged into a bathroom, head held underwater, gasping for air while Gong Cheng laughed and called it awakening stimulation. It wasn't bullying. It was straight-up torture for entertainment. He realizes that pure malice isn't exclusive to demons. It is alive and well right here in the human world. Gong Cheng doesn't like hearing. No, his face twists into ugly rage, and he activates his ability, turning his arm into a hulking limb of jagged green rock. The system flags him as an E-rank flower warrior, but let's be real. His confidence doesn't come from strength. It comes from the fact that his big brother is the student council president. Without that connection, he is nothing. The crowd watches, holding their breath for another massacre. They whisper about the weakest awakener, about to get crushed. Gong Cheng swings that massive rock fist, screaming for Sai Chen to learn his lesson. Thud. Silence falls over the playground. Sai Chen has caught the massive fist with one bare hand. He didn't even flinch. Gong Cheng tries to pull back, smoke actually rising from the contact point. The students watching nearly pop their eyes out. Did the unawakened guy just block an E-rank attack? Sai Chen decides he is done testing the waters. He activates his system interface, job switching, electric assassin. Golden lightning explodes around him, crackling with intense energy. Ma Long screams, realizing his roommate has been hiding some serious power. Sai Chen. He just looks at his opponent with bored indifference. Humiliated, Gong Cheng activates his defensive skill, indestructible demon armor, covering himself in spikes before throwing a desperate haymaker. It doesn't matter. Sai Chen weaves under the attack in a blur and drives a lightning-infused fist straight into his gut. The impact is devastating. The bully gets launched across the court like a ragdoll, crashing violently into the concrete. The lackeys see their boss down and make the terrible decision to jump Sai Chen all at once. Sai Chen moves like a phantom, dodging their sluggish attacks and dropping them one by one until he is the only one standing. He looks at his hand. He has confirmed a few things. He can switch to Electric Assassin instantly, and his stats are humiliating these E-rankers. But there is a problem. He glances at his status window, level 1. Despite thrashing Gong Cheng and his entire crew, his experience bar hasn't moved an inch. There is zero change in his stats. A dark realization creeps into Sai Chen's mind. In the apocalyptic future, the only way to get stronger was through slaughter. He looks down at the defeated Gong Cheng, and his hand begins to crackle with lethal electricity. The crowd and Ma Long scream in horror, realizing Sai Chen isn't just planning to knock him out. He is charging up a killing blow. Sai Chen's expression is cold. He has to know, is the only way to gain experience in this peaceful era, the same way he did it in the past. Does he have to kill? Sai Chen's fist, dripping with golden lightning, is inches away from deleting Gong Cheng from the census. But before the blow can connect, a voice cuts through the tension like a knife. Fellow student, this is a school, you know. It is Ling Yu, the vice president of the student council. She glances at the battered Gong Cheng and decides he has been embarrassed enough. She suggests Sai Chen let it go. Sai Chen pauses, the red glow in his eyes fading just a bit. He can't openly murder a student on day 1 without ruining his plans. So with a look of pure disgust, he tosses the bully aside like a bag of trash. Ling Yu assures the crowd that Gong Cheng won't be a problem anymore, but Sai Chen isn't buying the Peacekeeper Act. He knows a truth these peaceful students don't. Guys like Gong Cheng don't stop just because they lost once. Unless you break them, they always come back. The crowd watches in terrified awe as Sai Chen walks away. They can't reconcile the campus loser. They knew with the monster who just folded an E-ranker like laundry. Later that evening, the vibe in the men's dormitory is chaotic. Ma Long is practically vibrating, trying to convince the room that Sai Chen has awakened as a super-strong lightning assassin. But the audience isn't buying it. Xiang Zuo, an E-rank mage, picks his ear with bored indifference. He asks where this supposed Superman is right now. When Ma Long says Sai Chen went for a run, Xiang Zuo bursts out laughing. To him, the idea of an awakener doing cardio is a joke. The roommates discuss their standing. They are the bottom 4 of the year, a certified loser squad. But Xiang Zuo has an ego the size of the campus. He flares his magic, reminding everyone that he is the only combat class user in the room. He dismisses Sai Chen's win as a fluke, fully convinced he is the main character of this story. Meanwhile, on the darker side of campus, the rich kids are plotting at an E-rank training demon lair. A portal swirls with fire. Stepping out is Gong Ting, the student council president, looking completely untouched. He finds his younger brother Gong Cheng waiting in the shadows, bandaged up and crying about disrespect. Gong Ting just listens with a cold face and utters a single word, understood. Later, over a luxury dinner, Gong Ting asks Ling Yu if Sai Chen is actually a threat. She laughs it off. The student council has already recruited everyone worth a damn. Plus, without money or guild access, a broke student can't enter dungeons to level up. But while the elites enjoy their 5-star meals, Sai Chen is out in the pouring rain grinding. He is running with a 100-kilogram pack, pushing his body to the absolute limit. He knows if his vessel is weak, his lightning is weak, but the physical pain is nothing compared to the memories. He remembers the year 2160. He remembers the descent of the Demon King Wrath, and he remembers her. A vision of his sister, Si-Yun, flashes before his eyes, dying in his arms, her blood mixing with the rain. It was Wrath who opened the gates, starting the chain reaction that killed everyone he loved. Sai Chen has one goal: kill Wrath. To save the future, he has to be faster than the apocalypse. Suddenly, his phone vibrates. Caller ID, Si-Yun. He freezes, trembling. He answers. A cheerful, vibrant voice shouts from the other end. Hello, brother. She scolds him for calling so much, rambling about winning a prize and paying rent, completely clueless that her brother just lived through hell to save her. Sai Chen stands in the rain, just listening to her voice. Tears stream down his face, masked by the downpour. He prayed for a second chance, and here it is. He tells her, it has been too long, confusing her, but he doesn't care. He hangs up with a smile. Now, the fire in his gut is roaring. 3 more laps. He screams, sprinting into the night. He is doing this for her. 8 hours later, back in the dorms. Sai Chen washes up, inspecting his body. He is adapting. But the problem remains. No money means no dungeons, which means no XP. He sits on his bed, wondering what this gluttony power actually does. As he closes his eyes, the system answers. System booting. Gluttony system start. The world dissolves. The dorm room melts away, replaced by a digital abyss. Sai Chen feels himself falling, crashing through a red void. He lands in a desolate, crimson landscape. A massive twisting spire rises into the dark sky before him. Sai Chen looks around, bewildered. He was just in his pajamas a second ago. Now, he stands alone in a realm that smells of blood and power. What is this place? But there is zero time for sightseeing. A pack of skeletal rank dire hounds lunges from the mist. So muscle memory takes the wheel. Sai Chen instantly switches classes, wrapping himself in golden lightning as he transforms into a Volt assassin. The visceral crunch of combat answers his question. This place is as real as it gets. He moves like an absolute blur, shredding the pack with lightning strikes, while realizing his base stats are way too much for these low-level mobs. Better yet, a beautiful level-up notification flashes above his head. Sai Chen can't help but grin. The rich kids might have locked him out of the real-world dungeons, but in this secret dimension, he can grind XP with zero restrictions. The ground suddenly shakes as the pack leader, a massive Doomfang King, steps up and breathes a literal torrent of fire. But to Sai Chen, it is just a spicy training dummy. Boom, level 3, instantly. But then a new prompt pops up over the corpse, devourable. His hand flares with a sinister red light as the power of gluttony activates, sucking the massive boss into a vortex of energy, until it condenses into a single glowing card. He equips it, and as blue energy surges through his veins, he scores the Frostbody passive skill. The realization hits him like a freight train. In this world, you get born with one class, no exceptions, but by killing and devouring, he can stockpile infinite classes, effectively stealing the power of the Demon King Gluttony himself. He is still trying to process this literal god-tier cheat code when the air grows suffocatingly heavy, gravity nearly crushing him to his knees. Out of the gloom steps a towering warrior in tattered rags, casually dragging a massive purple blade. The system identifies him with one word, Lord. The warrior swings before Sai Chen can even blink, and though he blocks it, the sheer force sends him skidding backward. He does the math instantly. He is rocking D-rank combat power, and this guy is an easy S-rank. Yeah, the math ain't mathing. The boss, Purgatory Rakshasa J, is just toying with him. Impressed a human made it this far, and offers a fun little choice: guard the tower for eternity, or die. Sai Chen's eyes flash with pure defiance. He is not staying in this hellhole, so he chooses violence. Knowing he can't win a muscle contest, Sai Chen taps into his apocalyptic combat experience and watches the blade. There it is, a 0.4 second windup, followed by a 0.2 second pause. It is a microscopic window, but for a veteran, it is all he needs. He pops Flash God, boosting his speed tenfold, dodging under the massive blade to jam a lightning dagger straight toward the warrior's heart. He knows he can't one-shot an S rank, but if the paralysis sticks for just a few seconds, he can sprint to the exit light shining in the distance. The strike connects, the paralysis holds, and Sai Chen sprints for that white light, like his life depends on it. But right as he reaches out, the light just vanishes. A cruel voice whispers from right behind him, mocking him that it was just an afterimage. Sai Chen freezes cold. The exit was a complete lie, and this place isn't a training ground, it is a prison. Purple flames erupt as the Rakshasa reveals his true fully powered form. But as the monster looks down at the human he is about to flatten, he pauses. He sees something unsettlingly familiar in Sai Chen's eyes, just cold calculation looking for that 0.1% chance of survival. The Rakshasa grins, recognizing that exact look from his old master, the Demon King Gluttony himself. He stares into Sai Chen's soul and realizes he has seen this specific energy signature before. It matches the Demon King Manhwa from the future. He connects the dots immediately. Sai Chen isn't just a human. He is a vessel for the ultimate cheat code, gluttony, which means this crimson void is literally inside Sai Chen. Instead of turning Sai Chen into paste, the Rakshasa lowers his blade. Game recognizes game. He decides Sai Chen is worthy and spawns a golden item from thin air, the key of the void, the only way to crack open the demonic tower. Sai Chen is confused. Why is a monster handing out legendary loot? The Rakshasa explains it is personal. The Demon Kings wiped out his entire clan, and he has been waiting in this void for eternity just to catch a stray win against them. Sai Chen is that win. He points to the twisting spire and drops the lore. The strongest demons sealed by Lanhwa are in there. The mission is simple: take this power, open the tower, and devour every single nightmare inside to reach the peak. He warns Sai Chen that the tenants are nasty, but he needs to be the monster they fear. With a final roar, the Rakshasa dissolves into purple energy, passing the torch, devouring level up. A massive pillar of golden light hits, and the system screams, level up. Just like that, Sai Chen skips the grind and hits level 10 instantly. Wake up everyone, get up, the shout jolts him back to reality. He is back in the dorm, sun shining, roommates complaining about uniforms. He checks his body wounds, gone. Was it a fever dream? Nope. He opens his inventory and sees the receipts, the key, and the Rakshasa's underworld bone. He checks his stats, strength, speed, stamina. Everything is sitting at a flat 150. He literally went from 0 to hero overnight, unlocking skills like bone, grip ruin, and triple gravity strike. Suddenly his roommate Xiang Zuo leans over, looking smug. He heard Sai Chen talking in his sleep about becoming a powerhouse, and thinks it is hilarious. He asks if Sai Chen is actually planning to topple his reign as the dorm's top dog. Sai Chen just narrows his eyes and accepts the challenge. As they walk to the ceremony, Xiang Zuo is on a non-stop yap session, eating bread and lecturing them on the massive gap between low E rank and his status as a mid-E rank. He genuinely thinks he is the main character here. Ma Long whispers to Sai Chen to just aim for D rank, to shut him up, but Sai Chen stays silent. D rank please. He is aiming a little higher than that. They hit the ceremony grounds and run straight into trouble. Gong Cheng's lackeys are blocking the path. Ma Long goes into full panic mode, warning the group to stay back. But the moment the goons see Sai Chen, the script flips entirely. They drop into a perfect 90-degree bow, screaming, "Big brother Sai Chen, you've arrived." Xiang Zuo's jaw hits the floor. He has no idea why the school bullies are simping for his roommate. Mei Long crosses his arms, looking smug, like I told you so. But the victory lap is cut short. A tall guy in a loud floral shirt steps in, Zhang Jian, a student council officer, and another younger brother of the president, Gong Ting. This guy has zero personal space. He leans in, literally sniffing the air near Sai Chen's neck like a creep. He claims he can smell a powerhouse from a mile away. He pulls back with a sneer, looking down at Sai Chen with cold eyes. From you, I only smell the pathetic stench of a permanent bottom feeder. Yeah, this guy is begging for a reality check. Sai Chen hits him with a deadpan stare and simply asks if the guy is a dog. That insult lands instantly, twisting Zhang Jian's face into pure rage as he screams. But before the brawl can really ignite, a calm, authoritative voice commands him to stop. Gong Ting, the student council president, steps in looking immaculate, the picture of a perfect leader. He orders Zhang Jian to stand down, admitting that his own brother was actually the one in the wrong, and stating coldly that punishment is necessary regardless of status. With that display of righteous leadership, Gong Ting walks away, his whole entourage dismissing Sai Chen as a total non-threat. High above the campus, the university principal and an elegant blonde woman watch the ants gathering below from a private suite. She sips her tea, noting that today's test might actually be quite interesting. 1 hour later, the grade test ceremony is in full swing, and the announcer calls up Xiang Zuo. His roommates hype him up as he steps into the chamber and faces the demon heart, a biomechanical organ that measures raw power. He places his hands on the throbbing machine and unleashes everything he has, desperate to prove he is not weak, but the screen flickers with a harsh reality check, grade E, mid-tier. The scientists recording the data look bored, but the real nail in the coffin is his potential score, a mediocre C. He walks out crushed. He hoped to hit D grade, but he hasn't improved at all. His roommates try to comfort him, but their results are even worse. The bottom 4 of the dorms live up to their name, lamenting that not a single one of them could reach D grade. The atmosphere finally shifts when a female student lands a D grade, giving the crowd something to actually cheer for. Then it is Zhang Jian's turn. He finishes his test and struts out of the chamber, preening for the cameras. His results are solid, grade D, low tier, but with an impressive rank potential. He revels in the applause, shooting arrogant glares at the losers, while Ma Long realizes in despair that this year is full of monsters. Finally, the main event arrives as the announcer calls the name everyone has been waiting for, Gong Ting. The crowd erupts, chanting for the young master, as he walks onto the stage with cool indifference. Inside the chamber, he touches the demon heart, eyes glowing with calculation as he decides to hold back his true power for the combat assessment later. But even while holding back, the result is earth-shattering. The screen blazes with gold, showing grade D high tier and a legendary strength potential. The stadium goes into a frenzy, and the scientists scream that this is the first rank in school history. A literal national treasure has just been born. In the VIP suite, the principal beams with pride, assuming the woman came all this way just to witness Gong Ting's inevitable rise. But the woman sets her cup down gently and denies it, clarifying that she didn't come here for him. The principal is confused, but she just gazes down through the glass, ignoring the cheering crowds. She admits that compared to Gong Ting, she is looking forward to someone else's performance entirely. Down below, the announcer calls the next name, Sai Chen. Sai Chen steps forward, his expression unreadable. Outside the chamber, the vibes are absolutely rancid. Zhang Jian, rocking that loud floral shirt, has Ma Long, and the rest of the dorm cornered with a predatory grin. He is practically spitting in their faces, mocking their existence as low E rank trash. Ma Long is shaking in his boots while the crowd laughs, but he still manages to stutter out a defense, swearing on his life that Sai Chen is about to blow everyone's minds. Meanwhile, inside the chamber, Sai Chen is floating in the green suspension fluid, hooked up to the biomechanical eye that judges everyone's worth. While the machine processes his data, here is the harsh reality of the server they're playing on. To survive, you need a high-ranking guild, and the only way to get scouted by the elites, specifically the Imperial Guild, is to dominate the graduation combat assessment with a full squad of 10. The strategy for the top dogs is simple: gatekeep the talent. Gong Ting's lackeys are already celebrating because they've recruited every single D-rank student. With the president and his brother, their strongest team is statistically guaranteed to win, leaving Sai Chen and his roommates as the weakest team formed purely from leftovers. Back at the stadium, the crowd is getting restless. Sai Chen has been in the tank for a while, and the screen is still blank. Zhang Jian laughs, betting that Sai Chen is so weak the machine can't even find a number to register. The elites decide they've seen enough, and even Gong Ting looks bored, telling his squad it is time to head out for karaoke. But just as the student council president turns his back to leave, the massive screen behind him flickers. Zet, a rank slams onto the display. High D. Rank. The stadium goes dead silent, and then immediately erupts. Zhang Jian's eyes nearly pop out of his skull, while Ma Long screams in total vindication, grabbing random people and shaking them because he knew he wasn't crazy. But inside the tank, the situation is different. The demon heart is twitching and sweating, detecting serious instability. Sai Chen notices the reading and realizes that his base form, level 10, with unallocated stats, only registers as a high D. He decides to test the waters a little more, and initiates a class switch to one of his devoured souls, Infernal Death King. Blue energy starts swirling around him as a skeletal avatar manifests in the liquid. Outside, the screen glitches violently. The chatters and instantly reforms into a mid-C rank. Panic sweeps the stands. Students start screaming because ranks are not supposed to jump like that. Zhang Jian is sweating bullets, shouting that it must be a malfunction, while the scientists watch the system struggle to comprehend the data. Sai Chen sees the machine struggling but decides to push it to the limit. If a weak class is C rank, what happens when he uses his strongest? He switches to Purgatory Rakshasa. A massive purple vortex tears open the sky above the campus, crashing lightning down on the terrified students who think it is a celestial omen. Ma Long is practically weeping with joy, declaring their dorm has just birthed a literal god. The screen tries to calculate the potential. It displays an ES matching Gong Ting, but then the ES begins to glitch, turning a menacing red. The system throws error after error, potential undetectable, maximum load exceeded. With a final, agonizing shriek from the scientists, the demon heart explodes. Smoke billows from the shattered tank. The biomechanical eye is shriveled and dead, literally choked by the sheer volume of power Sai Chen fed it. Sai Chen lands on the floor, completely unharmed. He realizes he might have overdone it, but the system pings him with a reward. He has successfully devoured the essence of the machine itself. Skill acquired, Exquisite Demon Heart, rank A. He activates the new ability immediately. The world shifts and digital tags appear over everyone's heads, revealing the true rank of every awakener in range. He glances at the crowd, seeing the high E ranks and high D ranks. Then his eyes land on Gong Ting. Floating above the student council president's head is the tag, mid-C rank. Sai Chen scoffs internally. The so-called genius has been hiding his strength, but even his hidden true power is just mediocre. The scientists announce that the test is suspended due to equipment failure, dismissing Sai Chen's results as an error and ordering a retest for tomorrow. Zhang Jian, unable to accept reality, storms up to Sai Chen, accusing him of breaking the machine and wasting everyone's time, screaming right in his face. Sai Chen stares at him, electricity crackling in his eyes, wondering if he should just cripple this pest right now to shut him up. But then Gong Ting steps between them. He reprimands his underling, telling him not to be disrespectful to a teammate. Zhang Jian freezes, totally confused. Teammate, Gong Ting turns to Sai Chen with a practiced, charming smile. He extends a hand, offering an invitation to join his squad for the assessment, promising that together, they will set the highest score in history. Sai Chen looks at the extended hand, his expression cold and completely unimpressed. The tension on the field is thick enough to choke on. Gong Ting stands there, hand extended, flashing that $1 million smile that usually melts everyone's brain. The crowd is losing their collective minds. This is an invite from the student council president, basically a guaranteed golden ticket to the top of the food chain. But Sai Chen, he doesn't care about their little social ladders. He looks at that offered hand with cold indifference, like he is looking at a dead fish. Not interested. He ignores the gesture completely, leaving the president hanging in the wind. The rejection hits the crowd like a bomb. The silence is deafening until Zhang Jian, the floral-shirted lackey, explodes with rage. He steps forward, practically foaming at the mouth, but Sai Chen doesn't even slow down. His eyes glow a menacing, radioactive red as he walks right past them. "You are too noisy," he mutters, dismissing them like they're background NPCs. "Don't bother me." He leaves the so-called campus elites standing in the dust while the students whisper frantically, "Is this guy crazy? Does he really think he can take first place alone just because of one glitchy C-grade result?" High above in the VIP suite, the blonde woman is absolutely loving the drama. While the principal sighs over the missed opportunity for a super team, she sees the deeper game. She notes that Gong Ting, born with a silver spoon, isn't going to let this slide. This isn't just a rejection, it is a naked declaration of war. Down on the field, Gong Ting laughs it off, claiming Sai Chen just has his own ideas. But the second they turn the corner and the cameras are gone, the mask crumbles. Gong Ting's face twists into a scowl of pure venom. He rants to Zhang Jian, furious that a nobody dared to embarrass him. He refuses to risk even a 1 in a million chance of losing his #1 spot. Zhang Jian catches the drift immediately. He offers to teach Sai Chen a lesson on the president's behalf. Gong Ting instantly reverts to his fake gentleman persona, smoothing his hair back. He asks if he looks like a petty man, but as he walks away, he drops a chilling hint. He is not in the mood for karaoke, and whatever Zhang Jian chooses to do, well, that has nothing to do with him. Zhang Jian grins like a shark. He has his orders. 10 minutes later, Zhang Jian gets a ping on his phone. Sai Chen has left school grounds. He crushes a soda can under his foot, thanking the heavens. It is officially hunting season, unaware, or maybe just totally unbothered, by the target on his back. Sai Chen strolls through the city, headphones in. He is not worried about high school drama. He is focused on the bigger picture. He recalls the tragedy of the original timeline. A top-tier guild team was annihilated while exploring a specific demon lair, and that failure unleashed Wrath, the first demon king, into the world. To stop the apocalypse, Sai Chen needs to find that lair and kill Wrath before he fully awakens. But locating a hidden lair requires resources. He needs money, fast. He arrives at the Mithril Monster Exchange, a massive trading hub destined to become the country's largest material market. Inside, Sai Chen dumps a pile of monster loot on the counter. The senior clerk, a bespectacled man with a massive superiority complex, takes one look at Sai Chen's cheap student attire and sneers. He lectures Sai Chen on the low value of E-grade items, and arrogantly dumps the boring paperwork onto a nervous female newbie named Little Li. While the senior clerk complains about the lack of high-class customers, Little Li processes the transaction, handing Sai Chen 18 grand. It is enough for rent, but Sai Chen isn't done. He pulls out his real prize, the Rakshasa's underworld bone. The massive jagged greatsword slams onto the counter, pulsating with purple energy. Little Li gasps, sensing the sheer pressure coming off it. She stammers that it might be B-grade, maybe even a grade. The senior clerk laughs right in her face. He mocks the idea of a broke student having a grade gear, claiming he hasn't seen an item of that caliber in years. He is convinced it is just shiny junk. "You are right," a smooth voice interjects from the shadows. "This is certainly not B-grade or a grade equipment." A man in a sharp blue suit steps out from the back office. He adjusts his glasses, his eyes locking onto the weapon with intense fascination. "This is clearly from the Purgatory lands," he declares, dropping the bomb. "It's grade equipment." The senior clerk's eyes bulge out of his skull. His jaw hits the floor. "It's grade." The man ignores his sputtering employee and walks straight to Sai Chen, shaking his hand with the warmth of an old friend. He welcomes the distinguished guest and invites him to the VIP room immediately. Sai Chen smiles. He recognizes this man. It is Qing Ji, a key figure he was hoping to meet. Everything is going exactly according to plan. Inside the VIP room, the negotiation for the S-rank bone sword kicks off, and Sai Chen drops a flat number, 1 million. Manager Qing Ji is stunned, 1 million. For an item that could start a national war. He assumes Sai Chen is just naive, but the student quickly corrects him. He isn't selling the weapon, he is pawning it. He wants a loan with the sword as collateral, promising to pay it back in full plus 10% interest within a month. Qing Ji adjusts his glasses, channeling his inner detective. He deduces Sai Chen is a senior student, and he knows the graduation combat exam is exactly 1 month away, with a grand prize of exactly 1 million credits. He calls Sai Chen out on the gamble. The kid is betting everything on taking first place. Instead of being offended, Sai Chen stays silent, letting his confidence do the talking. Qing Ji realizes that if this kid is pawning an S-rank weapon, he must need liquid cash immediately for something critical. He decides to make an investment in talent. He counters the offer. 15 million in cash. Right now, 0 interest. A friendly token. Sai Chen accepts the handshake, internally impressed. He remembers that in the future, this man turns the Mithril Exchange into the world's #1 trading house, and his instincts for talent are terrifyingly sharp. A magical contract is summoned and sealed, and ding -15 million credits hit the account. As they wrap up, Qingji raises a concern. If Sai Chen just pawned his super weapon, what is he going to use for the exam? He offers to lend some high-tier stock items, but Sai Chen hits him with a casual "no need." With a flick of his wrist, purple energy flares. Sai Chen summons a second identical S-rank Rakshasa greatsword. Qingji and his assistant nearly have a heart attack on the spot. Their jaws hit the floor as they realize this student is walking around with multiple national treasure level artifacts like it is nothing. As Sai Chen heads for the door, leaving the shell, shocked staff bowing in respect, he pauses. He has the money now, so he decides he shouldn't leave empty-handed. There is actually something he'd like to buy before he goes. Later, Sai Chen sits in a taxi heading to the bus station. As the city blurs by, his mind drifts back to the original timeline. Before the apocalypse, his biggest enemy wasn't demons, it was poverty. He remembers graduating as a nobody, working endless jobs just to make rent. His little sister, Si-yun, tore up her acceptance letter to the prestigious International Central Academy of Arts just to stay by his side and help him survive. But not this time. A familiar voice snaps him back to reality. Bro, he turns to see a girl with pigtails dragging a yellow suitcase, looking annoyed. It is Si-yun. She immediately starts scolding him for waiting at the entrance instead of the exit, complaining that he has lost track again. But Sai Chen doesn't hear a word. He just stares. It has been 7 years since he saw her alive. Overwhelmed, Sai Chen pulls her into a crushing hug right in the middle of the street. Si-yun freezes, totally confused. She struggles, asking if he is trying to choke her, then suspiciously asks if he is acting this weird because he just got rejected by a girl. Sai Chen pulls back, smiling through the emotional whiplash. He denies it, grabs her heavy bag with ease, and leads the way, making a silent vow that in this life, she will never suffer again. But the heartwarming reunion is about to hit a roadblock. Down a dark street on their route home, shadows are moving. Zhang Jian, the floral, shirted bully from the university, is lurking in an alleyway with a squad of hired thugs. Smoke trails from his grin as he waits for Sai Chen to walk into the trap, ready to teach the arrogant nobody a painful lesson about messing with the campus elites. The sun is shining, but the vibes in this secluded alley are absolutely rancid. The floral shirted bully, identified as Chiang Di, a D-rank cloud assassin, is rallying his squad of student council enforcers. They aren't just planning a simple jumping, they want to destroy Sai Chen so completely that he can't even crawl to the graduation exam. One of the thugs spots Sai Chen walking past the entrance and whispers that he has got a girl with him. Chiang Di's eyes light up with malicious glee. He sneers that this is perfect, noting the alley has 0 cameras. He thinks it is his lucky day. A perfect blind spot to cripple a victim. He has no idea he just dug his own grave. Unaware that she is walking near a wolf's den, Si-yun is in high spirits, teasing her brother with cheesy quotes about life being a journey, thinking he is stressed about cash or romance. Sai Chen doesn't say a word. Instead, he gently slides a wireless earbud into her ear. A soft, uplifting ballad begins to play, Believe in Yourself. Si-yun blushes, surprised by the sweet gesture, and decides to close her eyes and vibe with the music. But the second that track starts, Sai Chen's expression goes ice cold. He smells them. He realizes it is the student council rats, and his eyes start glowing a dangerous crimson red. The thugs rush out of the alley, weapons drawn, convinced they have the element of surprise. As Si-yun stands there with her eyes closed, swaying to the gentle beat, a violent storm erupts around her, losing his family and the 7 years of hell he endured before being reborn. This walk was the first moment of peace he has had in 2 lifetimes. How dare you, he thinks, his fury shaking the air. How dare you ruin this moment? The massacre begins. He punches a thug in the face, sending blood flying, then kicks another into the wall so hard the masonry cracks. The lyrics sing about a magnificent star right as Sai Chen drives his elbow into a jaw, shattering it on the downbeat. Chiang Di watches in horror as his lucky day turns into a nightmare. Screaming, desperate and humiliated, the assassin screams that he is the strongest cloud-type assassin and lunges with a jagged combat knife aiming to kill. It is useless. Sai Chen weaves under the blade, leaving a trail of golden light, and drives a fist straight into Chiang Di's face. Boom! The strongest assassin hits the pavement, folded like laundry in a single blow. Sai Chen stands over the broken body, picking up the assassin's knife with eyes burning red. He delivers a voice cold as the grave, reminding the trash on the floor that he explicitly told them never to bother him again, and asking which part of that simple sentence they didn't understand. In the shadowy alleyway, the so-called strongest cloud assassin is looking more like a whimpering mess. Changdi lies in the dirt with his ribs shattered, gazing up at the absolute monster standing over him. Sai Chen presses a serrated blade against the bully's throat, his eyes glowing with a terrifying otherworldly crimson. He demands absolute silence. Changdi stares into those eyes and realizes the horrifying truth. This isn't the gaze of a university student. It is the gaze of a veteran slaughterer who has waded through rivers of blood. Sai Chen issues a final, non-negotiable decree. He doesn't care if trash like Changdi rots in a gutter, but if he or anyone else ever dares to threaten Siyun's safety, Sai Chen promises to erase them from existence, one by one. Terrified beyond words, Changdi nods frantically like his life depends on it. Because it does. Satisfied the message landed, Sai Chen walks away into the night, leaving the broken bully to sob in the dirt and beg for an ambulance. Back on the main street, the atmosphere shifts from brutal violence to wholesome sibling bonding. Siyun wipes tears from her eyes, deeply moved by the song she just heard, thinking it reflects her brother's hidden struggles. Sai Chen seizes the moment to present a gift. A small red box inside lies a golden mana holographic drawing pen, the latest model from the Dragger group. Sai Yun gasps. She knows this thing is worth over 10,000 credits and immediately asks where he got the money. In his past life, he failed to protect her dreams. In this life, he swears internally to protect everything about her. Siyun tests the pen, drawing a glowing, swimming fish in the air. Her face lights up with a pure, happy smile, a sight Sai Chen hasn't seen in far too long. He watches her with a soft expression, his resolve completely reaffirmed. Siyun tries to return it, claiming it is too expensive, but Sai Chen isn't hearing it, awkwardly lying about a small business partnership to deflect her suspicion. Meanwhile, at the National Awakener University, the consequences of that alleyway fight are already rippling through the elite. Gong Ting stands before a massive aquarium, looking absolutely displeased. He just got news that Changdi suffered comminuted fractures and is out of commission for at least a month. His uncle, Gong Xuan, the director of the employment office, enters the room adjusting his glasses with more bad news. He confirms that Sai Chen is indeed a C-rank Awakener, the only student in the entire school ranked higher than Gong Ting on paper. Gong Xuan warns his nephew that the vice chairman of the alliance will be observing the graduation ceremony, and they cannot allow a nobody like Sai Chen to steal the spotlight. To fix the team vacancy, the uncle suggests bringing in his niece. A blonde woman lounging in the chair nearby smirks, ready to step in. Gong Ting remains arrogant, though. He hints that his D-rank result was merely him holding back and promises that on the day of the assessment, everyone will learn who the true strongest Awakener is. Later that night, under the cover of rain, Sai Chen finishes a brutal 100-kilometer weighted run. He washes up, his mind laser, focused on the next step, winning the championship scholarship of 1 million credits to pay back his debt to Qingji. Sitting on his bed, he activates the gluttony system. His consciousness is instantly transported back to the Crimson Void. Standing before the towering, organic spire of the Magic Tower, he reviews his status. His weakest class, Infernal Death King, has reached C rank. But his strongest class, Purgatory Rakshasa, is so powerful its potential value literally breaks the system's display limits. He still has 2 unknown class slots, but for now, his focus is on the tower. He summons the SSS rank item, Key of the Void, and the golden key floats into his hand, radiating power. Let's test it out today, he murmurs. The massive gates of the magic tower groan open, revealing a swirling vortex of purple energy. Sai Chen wonders what kind of scenery awaits him inside. As he steps forward, disappearing straight into the unknown. Sai Chen steps through the portal and instantly regrets it. He is slammed into the dirt by gravity 10 times heavier than Earth. To make matters worse, the door vanishes behind him. The system is clear: kill the boss or stay here forever. But moving feels like wading through concrete. He realizes he can only access about 30% of his full power. A massive purple shadow looms over him, a B-rank phantom lion, made of stardust and muscle. Sai Chen decides to rely on speed to counter the weight, switching to his 9-star lightning assassin class. He bets everything on a paralyzing strike to a vital point. Miss, the system screams. Vital hit failed. The gravity ruined his precision, and the assassin class just lost all its advantages. The lion swats him away like a chew toy. Sai Chen scrambles back. Speed isn't working, so he needs raw mass. He needs the stat multipliers. Blue flames turn to purple hellfire as he transforms into the Purgatory Rakshasa. The stats jump immediately. This is an 11-star class. Every star represents a higher base ceiling for strength. He catches the lion's massive paw with his bare hand, but he is not just matching its strength, he is using the environment against it. He activates tree-phase gravity calamity, stacking the planet's already crushing weight against the beast. He screams, pushing it to super heavy mode, amplifying the downward force of his punch by 60 times. Boom, the lion is obliterated in a pillar of purple light. Level up level 11, Sai Chen collapses, gasping for air. Killing just one B rank monster took everything he had. He realizes the grim truth. Despite his S rank potential, his current output is capped. But as the dust settles, he notices something terrifying. The gate isn't opening. Suddenly, the sky tears apart, and 3 more phantom lions drop in with earth-shattering force. Sai Chen stares in horror. That boss he just killed with his ultimate move, that was just a minion. The pack descends. There is no fight this time, only slaughter. Sai Chen is torn to pieces, learning the true meaning of endless pain. Sai Chen wakes up in the real world, his body screaming with phantom pains from the soul damage. Later that morning, the students gather for the team formation ceremony. At the front of the room sits Gong Xuan, the director of the employment office, sipping his tea with a sinister calm. He announces a sudden rule change for the assessment. Every team needs 5 members, and at least one must be high E rank. The students scramble to check their wristbands. Sai Chen looks at his group's data, and it is a disaster. Shang Zuo, mid-E, rank. Ma Long, low E, rank. Shang Yu, low E, rank. Sai Chen, low E, rank. Sai Chen stares at the screen, low E, rank. He literally broke the machine with S rank power days ago. How is this possible? Then he looks up at the podium and sees Gong Xuan smiling. It was rigged from the start. The director manipulated the official data to ban the bottom 4, unless they beg a stronger student to carry them. Gong Xuan watches the chaos, looking at his nephew, Gong Ting. He isn't just helping the boy win, he is teaching him a lesson. True power isn't about fighting your opponents, it is about making sure they never even get the qualification to step into the ring. The auditorium descends into absolute chaos as the signal drops. Students are scrambling like rats on a sinking ship, desperate to latch on to anyone with a pulse and a power level. Naturally, a massive mob swarms Gong Ting, begging, pleading, basically offering to be his footstool just for a spot on the winning team. Meanwhile, in the corner, the vibes are grim. Sai Chen and his roommates are standing alone. Their interface shows 4 members, but that green confirmation light refuses to blink. They've been rejected by literally everyone. Suddenly, a lifeline appears, but only for one of them. A rival team slides up to Shang Zuo, the only mid-E ranker in the group. They urge him to jump ship, warning him that staying with this trash means instant disqualification. Ma Long and the others look down, expecting the betrayal, but Shang Zuo doesn't flinch. He glares at the poachers and delivers a flat refusal. Sorry, our dorm agreed to team up together. I won't abandon my roommates. He chooses loyalty over safety, cementing the squad's bond, but loyalty doesn't fix rigged rules. Sai Chen stares at the requirements. Minimum 5 members, at least 1 high E rank. He glances at the podium where director Gong Xuan is sipping tea with a smug look, and the connection clicks. Gong Xuan, Gong Ting. It is not bad luck, it is a targeted hit. The director rigged the game specifically to filter Sai Chen out. Sai Chen clenches his fist. If they aren't going to be polite, neither will he. Golden lightning begins to crackle around his body. The air grows heavy as he initiates a class switch. Ignoring his roommate's panic, he steps into the aisle with electricity arcing off his shoulders. He is invoking the dual rule. He decides to skip the paperwork and just beat the strongest student, Gong Ting, right here and now to prove his rank. But just as he prepares to launch the challenge, a calm melodic voice cuts through the static. Sai Chen, is your team still missing people? The lightning fades. Walking down the stairs, bathed in the spotlight, is Ling Yu, the student council vice president. She flips her hair and casually mentions she wants to join. Figuring her D rank status won't drag them down. The whole hall goes silent. Gong Ting looks like he just swallowed a lemon. The genius from the Saint He Kingdom wants to carry the loser squad. Director Gong Xuan slams his cup down, barking that this is against regulations since she hasn't tested recently. But before he can finish his sentence, Director Gong Xuan is right. A deep voice booms. Purple energy flares behind Ling Yu, and the principal materializes out of thin air. Sai Chen narrows his eyes, activating his exquisite demon heart. He knows the principal is a warrior class, yet the man just used high-level teleportation. A system window pops up over their heads, but it only shows question marks. Sai Chen breaks into a cold sweat. He can't see their ranks at all. These two are monsters in a league of their own. The principal plays devil's advocate for a second, but then hits the sweating director with a sharp glare. He reminds him that if a student loses an opportunity because of special factors, the school has failed. Gong Xuan turns pale. He knows the old man isn't just talking about Ling Yu. He knows about the rank tampering. Terrified, the director folds immediately. He clears his throat and loudly announces a correction, amending the rules to allow Sai Chen's team to register. The auditorium erupts in whispers, but Sai Chen's team cheers as their wristbands finally glow green. They are in. Sai Chen looks at Ling Yu, who winks, while the principal watches with a curious smile, wondering just how high this ragtag group can score. Now, it is time for the final step: selection. As captain, Sai Chen steps up to the console to choose their Devil's Cave. While other teams spend hours debating the safest route, Sai Chen doesn't hesitate for a second. Ding dong, submitted. The staff members behind the counter freeze. They look at the screen, eyes widening in horror. One of them screams, "Holy shit fate, what did they just pick?" The roommates peek at the screen and instantly lose their minds. Ma Long grabs Sai Chen, shaking him violently, begging him to retract it. The stakes for the graduation battle examination are finally laid bare, and they are terrifying. This isn't another school simulation. For the first time, students are being thrown into a real physical dungeon. The scoring is strict: clear the map, kill the boss, and go fast. But the difficulty multipliers. That is where it gets interesting. An E rank dungeon doubles your score, but a D rank triples it for a max of 150 points. To put that in perspective, the all-time school record is only 90, set by the literal legend running the Imperial Guild today. The staff monitoring the room nearly have a collective heart attack when the first submission pings. The technicians scramble, convinced the system glitched. A day, rank dungeon. One shouts, "Nobody has ever beaten a D rank in exam history." The shockwave ripples through the hall. Sai Chen's roommates are staring at him like he is a walking corpse. Ma Long is on the verge of a breakdown, screaming that Sai Chen is a psycho and wondering how he got dragged into a suicide mission. Sai Chen remains stone-faced. He looks his terrified friends in the eye and tells them calmly that this isn't a mistake. He has thought this through. But the shocks don't stop there. Another notification chimes, even louder than the first. Team Gong Ting has also selected the D rank dungeon. The student council president stares at Sai Chen with eyes like burning embers. Gong Ting isn't just doing this for points. His pride is on the line. He believes there can only be one strongest student, and he'll risk his life just to prove Sai Chen is a fake. His lackeys laugh it off, but the tension in the room is high enough to snap. Up in the VIP box, the principal and Ling Yu watch the drama unfold. Ling Yu notes that, even for a C rank, like Sai Chen, soloing a D rank dungeon is impossible, let alone carrying 3 nobodies on his back. Back on the floor, the confirm prompt is blinking on the roommates' wristbands. It is the moment of truth: quit now or follow Sai Chen into hell. Ma Long looks at Sai Chen's aura, that sheer, unshakable determination, and remembers their 4 years together. "We're graduating soon anyway," Ma Long mutters, jaw set. "Let's go balls to the wall." He slams the confirm button. The squad is locked in. Sai Chen watches them, a rare moment of guilt crossing his mind. He admits to himself that he chose this difficulty to guarantee the MVP prize money, effectively forcing his friends into a nightmare. But seeing their loyalty, his apology turns into a vow. He is going to get them that top score. The calendar flips. 17 days remaining. While the rest of the school is playing it safe in the elemental power training rooms, Sai Chen has his team out on the track, puking their guts out. He is putting them through a physical triathlon, sprints, long-distance runs, and endurance drills. The roommates complain that this isn't a track meet, but Sai Chen doesn't let up. He explains the brutal truth: simulations are theories. But in a real dungeon, when fear washes over you like a flood, your brain will freeze. In that moment, Sai Chen says, his eyes glowing red, theories won't save you, only instinct will. He looks at the distant city skyline, a symbol of the elite world they've been excluded from. He reminds them that the privileged kids have been training in real dungeons since birth. They were born with the status and power that everyone else spends a lifetime chasing. But this exam is our only chance to surpass them, Sai Chen declares. By joining the Imperial Guild, we're going to shatter that social barrier right in front of their faces. The exhaustion in the roommates' eyes is replaced by a cold, hard fire. They aren't just students anymore. They're a team with something to prove. We will absolutely win, Sai Chen promises.